If there's one thing that I've learned in my years as a host, but even before that as an entrepreneur and doing 27 startups, if you want to create a business to scale, meaning if you want to go from one property to two, and two to three, and three to four, or even if you're just managing one property and you're doing self-management remotely, we need systems and we need automation to be able to live a normal life. Look, it's really quiet in here. I'm in my primary residence. This is not a short-term rental in Nashville, Tennessee. And I'm taking advantage of this time without the dogs barking, without my kids here, without my wife. And I just hope that while I'm filming this, that actually no notification comes through via OwnerRez. So I've selected OwnerRez as my channel manager, my property management system. And I think that once you get to two properties, everybody needs to have a channel manager. We need to have some automation. We need to automate our messages. We need to be able to automate sending codes to our door locks, to our guests so we don't forget, delivering Wi-Fi passwords and logins, all of these different types of things, but it requires a process. So a lot of people think that the tool, YourPorter, Smart B&B, Touch Stay, StayFi, OwnerRez, all of these tools are what's gonna fix the problem and create the automation. Sure, they do provide you the opportunity, but the thing that you have to do first is let's take a step back and let's take a breath and let's document our process. So like in my Superhost library, as an example, I have 31 message templates. Everything from a no pet policy to what happens if a guest shows up with a pet, how to mitigate if you see a party that's going on, check in, check out, how to get the reviews to come in, post checkout, all these different types of messages. I've got everything covered. But if you don't know how you're going to utilize those for the way that you want to host, then they really don't do you any good. So you need to have the process, and then you need to have the technology that you're most comfortable with to be able to implement the process and then take those documents, take those messages, and put them into the technology. The other thing that I like is I love having one channel manager. And there's a lot of platforms that'll do this for you. You've got Logify, Guesty, YourPorter, Smart B&B. There's a myriad, Zevo of channel managers. So I look at a combination of one, when I can log into one platform and see all of my properties that I own and that I manage. I can have price labs integrated through OwnerRez and literally optimize every one of those properties for me. I can take my templates and upload them and set rules and triggers so those messages are automated, and I can customize them and personalize them. Then I have a direct booking widget, and like OwnerRez and many of the sites like YourPorter will actually host a direct booking site for you. Then something like OwnerRez will actually create a message that I can send to my cleaners, and even a dedicated portal if I want to use their property management system for the co-hosting and property management that I do. Now I've created systems and processes tied into the tools to create the automation. That's how people can self-manage remotely multiple properties all over the country or even internationally. So I'm a big proponent of that. Look, my mission at Build Short-Term Rental Wealth is not only just to help you guys build long-term wealth by teaching you how to invest into the right appreciating assets, meaning the homes, the properties that we're buying, but also how to maximize your profit and maximize your time. Look, this is a lifestyle business. We can make a lot of money doing this, but at the end of the day, for me, it's a lifestyle business. People think that it's passive income. It's not passive. But if we can automate the majority of our processes, then a lot of it's going to become passive, but there's always this element that we need to be there to oversee unless you're going to build a team. I don't have a team. Me and my wife do this. We are a team, but it's not like I have employees or VAs or anything like that. And I've got a multi-million-dollar portfolio, and now I'm managing luxury properties for celebrities as well. But it's me that's doing 99% of that self-management. Cleaners, maintenance, guests, messages, pricing optimization, listing optimization, off-platform marketing. That all sounds like a lot, but it's really not once you have the process, the systems, and most importantly, the automation in place. That's why selecting a channel manager is really critical along with your PMS. If you have one or two properties and you're watching this and you're thinking, and look, there's no affiliate links or anything down below, I'm a huge believer in YourPorter and Smart B&B for just getting started, creating some automation, syncing calendars, getting into a channel manager. One thing you always want to look for is make sure that you have direct APIs into like VRBO and Airbnb. The iCal sync that we can do manually between those two platforms it's too slow. It takes too long. And that's one reason I love OwnerRez. I've got direct APIs into VRBO, Airbnb, QuickBooks for my accounting, Facebook and Google for my off-platform, meaning off OTA, VRBO, Booking.com, Airbnb, those are referred to as OTA. So that way when I do my off-marketing platform, it's one of the only PMSs/channel managers that I've found that has that to where I can actually correlate 100% ROI on my marketing dollars. Now, if you watch my previous video, you'll see that I'm literally introduced for the very first time, and I have not seen anybody else do this, my $1 a day Facebook ad strategy. So what I want somebody to be able to do is to go from $1 a day to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 10. And that may scare a lot of $10 a day. Holy smokes, that's $300 a month. Ideally, we want to get to like $50 a day, $100 a day. But the only way you can do that is if you have a platform like OwnerRez that allows you to track the ROI per booking and your return on investment. Because if you don't do that, then you don't know if you should be raising your budget or lowering your budget. As you get more advanced, OwnerRez, Guesty, some of these bigger platforms are something that you guys can migrate into. But if you're just getting started, look at YourPorter, look at SmartBnB, and the first thing that you should do is start creating automation, so that way you can start saving time and focus your energies on optimizing your listings, getting to the top of the search rankings, and then doing off-platform marketing. If this has been valuable at all, make sure that you dive in there really hard and crush that subscribe button, and be sure to join me in the Build Short-Term Rental Wealth Facebook group, where that way you can get direct access to me and my team, and just over 3,000 amazing hosts that are on the same journey just as you and I am. We'll see you on the next episode.